Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another video where we discuss new beauty releases. And like you can tell, I'm sitting towards like one side of the frame because I'm going to be inserting pictures right here of the products that we're going to talk about. And because we have a lot of things, let's quickly jump right into it and let's talk about all of the launches that we have. Starting with first, a couple of these might seem like a little bit older because again there are so many launches and I can't talk about all of them in one video. So yeah, the first few in the beginning might seem like they're a little bit old, but Conscious Chemist actually came out with face washes and face masks. Now I haven't tried any of the Conscious Chemist face washes personally, but then again the products that I have tried also, like recently, like the moisturizer, the sunscreen, I do really like them, but I'm not sure if I want to really get the face washes. The face masks I'm definitely not gonna get. I'm way over like face masks. They're so like 2017 2018, not anymore for sure. So for me personally, both of them are going to go into my anti-haul list, but when I asked you guys on Instagram, you told me that 67% people were actually interested in it, whereas 33% people weren't. So yeah, that actually tells me that a lot of people are interested in this particular launch, but for me personally, I'm over it. So yeah, that was that. Moving on next to something I'm super duper excited about, and that is refillable lipsticks. Colorbar has come out with this lipstick that they have where you have a component and then you can refill the lipsticks, and I am so happy that this has finally come to the Indian market. It's been there in the like international US market for a while, but now it's finally come to India, and I'm so happy that a brand like Colorbar has kind of started it, and I'm really hoping that A, more brands pick onto it, and B, I feel like more people also kind of see the value and the importance of it and go ahead and actually support it, because I think that's when it's going to become more successful. I feel like a lot of people do have the mentality of if we can have a lot of different lipsticks, then why get the refillable packaging? It's also more expensive and all of that, but you need to understand that if you find a shade and you find a formulation that you really love, that has this particular concept, it's going to be way better for the environment, and it's going to reduce the plastic waste that you produce by quite a bit. Like I feel like people don't go through lipsticks super quickly, so this will probably work only if you have a lipstick that you really love and that you want to keep repurchasing over and over again. So that's of course something that needs to be kept in mind, and I feel like lipstick is one of those products where it's always better to have 10 instead of having one that you go back to over and over again. So there are definitely pros and cons, but I'm really hoping that this does kick off in the Indian market, and I'm personally going to be supporting this at some point. I do want to go through my existing lipstick collection and then just curate my favorites. So if I'm able to find a shade from this particular Colorbar range, and if I like the formulation, I'm gonna be the first person to stick to it and then purchase refills, because I'm hoping that by seeing that, more people are also going to get inspired and do that, and I wish more creators also jump onto it to inspire more people. So yeah, any which ways, I definitely wanted to give that a shout out and talk about it for a little while. Moving on next to a limited edition specific launch. This one I'm actually very sad that it is limited edition, because Dot & Key has two moisturizers. They have the Cica moisturizer and then they have the vitamin C moisturizer. Both come in a tub packaging, but I saw recently on the Dot & Key website that they have it in like the if you know the Dermaco sunscreen wala packaging, basically that same component, that same style of packaging, they have these two moisturizers, and I was so happy to see that. But then when I saw the limited edition label next to it, I'm like, oh shit, why would you do that? I would have definitely purchased this product immediately if I knew that it's gonna stick around for a long time. But because it's limited edition, I know that if I try these moisturizers and I fall in love with them, I will have to repurchase it in the tub packaging, which, if I'm being completely honest, I'm just not fond of moisturizers that come in tub packaging. I would much rather prefer either like a pump style bottle or even a tube packaging, those are my two preferred methods, not methods, but like those are my two favorite types of packaging when it comes to like a moisturizer product. I do not like a moisturizer that comes in a tub because I feel like it can be hard to get product out, A, and then B, if you like are trying to clean the walls and really get every single product out of there, it can be a little bit more harder, and again, it's just not my preferred way to use a moisturizer product. So I didn't really want to fall in love with this and then have to repurchase it in a tub packaging, because eventually this, you know, pump style bottle is going to go away. So yeah, that's a little bit disheartening, but if Dot & Key decides to make this permanent and it's not limited edition, I'm going to be the first person to purchase this. So yeah, that was that. Moving on next to some Minimalist launches. So Minimalist launched a couple of products. First of all, they launched something in their acne range that they would like to call it, and that is 2.5% benzoyl, why can't I say it, benzoyl peroxide gel. This one I was very happy to see, because again, I feel like this particular ingredient is not super popular in like Indian skincare. It's more like US, it's like from the US, and then you can see this product marketed more there and used in more products there, whereas it's not as used in Indian skincare. So I was really happy to see an Indian skincare brand launch a particular product like this, and especially in like a spot treatment, like a leave-on treatment format as compared to a wash-off treatment, because again, this is an ingredient which is more popular in wash-off products, because when it's made in leave-on products, it can bleach your sheets, your clothes, whatever it touches. It can bleach fabrics. So yeah, that was the reason why I feel like also there were not many brands who were making this particular product, and definitely not in the leave-on format. So I'm very happy that Minimalist came out with it. And when I asked you guys who is interested in getting it and who's not, a lot of people, in fact everyone who voted, and there were quite a few people who said that they were interested in the product. So I'm very, very, very happy to see that. For me personally, again, I am not 100% sure if I'm going to get it or not, because there are a lot of other like, what do you say, products that are meant to like treat acne and stuff that I already either own or I have used and I love, and I just know that they work really well for me. So I'm a little apprehensive and I'm not sure if I want to get this or not. I might decide to eventually get it. I think that's something I'll decide for the future. So right now it's definitely a maybe. But yeah, I was definitely happy to see that, again, similar to what I mentioned earlier with the Colorbar lipsticks, this is something that it's not available in the Indian market. So I feel like they kind of have like a monopoly, that people who are interested in it are going to definitely go ahead and purchase it. So you're capturing a huge market, which is great. Another Minimalist launch that happened pretty much right after is Retinol serums. They came out with, so they already had the 0.3% retinol. Now they came out with higher strengths. They have a 0.6% and a 1% retinol serum, and these look great. Again, I haven't tried any of the Minimalist retinols, so that's why I'm not really sure as to which one is going to work for me, which one isn't. I am excited to get the retinol emulsion, I will tell you that, but the retinol serums I'm not really sure about. But when I asked you guys, everyone again said that they were really into it. So that, you know, seems really great that a lot of people are into you know, getting this particular launch. So it definitely looks good. It definitely looks pretty damn good. Talking next, we have a launch that no one was interested in at all. I mean, I just got one person to vote, and even they said that they're not into it. So the next launch, which is by Deconstruct skincare, was like, for me personally, I think a flop, but I'm sure that there are people out there who are buying this, and that is the exfoliating body wash. Now Deconstruct skincare definitely has some great face products. There is one that I currently have on my face under all this makeup, and that is the sunscreen, which like, based off first impressions, I can tell you that I really, really love, but of course I have to continue using it more to figure out my final thoughts on it. But as of now, I really like it. That being said, the body care I really haven't been into, so for me personally also this exfoliating body wash is going to be a pass for sure, and basis of what I can see, not many people are interested in it, so there is that. Moving on, next we have one more launch that no one seems to be interested in, and that is actually a makeup launch, and it's by Faces Canada. It is called their Beyond Shine lip gloss. Again, I know a lot of people are into lip gloss these days. I have never been into it. I think there was a very brief period of my life when I was starting to get into makeup, and that's when I was a little bit into it. Eventually I just completely got over it, and then I moved on to the other side where I like more like pigmented lip products which either have a cream finish or have a matte finish. Glossy finishes totally not for me, especially, I mean, I have pretty long hair. I'm not trying to like you know, boast about it, but I have pretty long hair, and when I leave it open it like gets stuck in your hair and all of that. Like the lip gloss, I mean the hair will get stuck on your lips, is what I was trying to say. So yeah, for all of those reasons lip gloss is definitely not my thing. So yeah, I'm not into it, and by what I can tell, people are really not into it, so there is that. Moving on, next is actually a brand launch. So Masaba Gupta, who is a very famous Indian designer and who has collaborated with Nykaa a couple of times, I think twice she's collaborated with them to come out with her own line of products, now has her own brand, and this is one that I've seen a lot on social media these days, specifically Instagram obviously, and the brand is called Love Child, which I think is a really nice meaningful name because it's like her love child. So I totally, you know, love the name, love the ideation behind it and why she has named it that. But yeah, in this brand she has a lot of products that I was kind of expecting from her already, like lip products, like nail paints, but she also has a lot of other stuff. She has a few like skincare products, and then she has like intimate vibes and stuff, which I have to be honest, I'm not really into. But at the same time, it's nice to see that she's not just coming out with like a extension of her collaboration. There is also other things that she's doing. That being said, I have to be completely honest, the product that I'm the most excited that I will probably try from her are going to be her lip products. The nail paints, I'm actually not a fan of the packaging, which is why I'm not really into it, because I know a lot of people are actually loving the nail paints, but I didn't really like the nail paint packaging, so that is something I'm definitely not going to pick up. But the one I'm most excited about is the liquid lipsticks, because she had bullet lipsticks when she did the Nykaa collaboration, so those don't seem that different or that surprising to me, but the liquid lipsticks look amazing, and there are a couple of shades that I actually really liked that I have screenshotted on even my phone, and when I do see myself buying these, I will definitely be picking up the liquid lipsticks. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but I'm definitely going to. So that was my opinion on Love Child by Masaba Gupta, and when I asked you guys, 75% people were interested, and then 25% people were like, okay, whatever. So that makes sense, but yeah, this is something that I feel like it makes sense for her to come out with. So yeah, I really like the idea behind that. Moving on, next we have another launch. This is actually a hair care launch, and I think this is the first hair care product I'm talking about in today's video, and it's a dry shampoo. So the brand Flawsome, which is more famous for their salicylic acid like scalp treatment and of course the hair masks, has now come out with dry shampoo. And this is actually a product that I've seen a lot on Instagram, and a lot of people have been reviewing it and talking about it. For me personally, since the first time I saw it, I wasn't really into it because I just love my Batiste dry shampoo way too much, and whenever I steer away from it and try out a different dry shampoo, I just don't like it. So now I'm like, I don't want to try any more dry shampoo. I know what works for me, I know what I love, and I know that it's worth the money, so why go ahead and buy something else and then feel like, arey paise waste kar diye. I don't want to do that. So for that reason, it's going to be a pass from me. And when I asked you guys, again, no one was interested in it, no one even bothered to vote, and the one person that did vote said ki I'm not interested either. So yeah, that tells you ki when it comes to my followers and like people who watch my stories and vote and participate in this, no one is interested in this, just like I'm not interested in it. Then we saw another launch. This is by Plum, and this I was very excited to see, not because I am interested in the particular launch, but it was something different that Plum is coming out with, and that is face oils. Now they already have a couple of face oils like that they had prior in the vitamin E range, in the grapeseed and sea buckthorn range, but now they came out with 4 new variants of face oils. They have a hemp oil, they have a squalene and vitamin E oil, they have a rosehip oil, and they have a vitamin C oil. The rosehip oil, which also is supposed to like be a part of the retinol range, and the vitamin C one I was most excited to see, if I have to be completely honest. And even the squalene and vitamin E oil looks really good. I'm not personally into this launch because if you know me, you know I'm not really into face oils at all any which ways. So yeah, this launch kind of doesn't make sense for me. Another reason why I feel like this launch did not make sense is because I feel like they launched at the wrong time. If they would have waited for a couple of months and launched it in the winter, I think the launch would have been way more successful, because even people who have generally oily skin, their skin also tends to get dry in the winters. So this is like the time where everyone is going to buy a face oil if you're launching it in the winter. So I think that they could have waited a couple of months. So when I asked you guys, no one was interested in it, and quite a few people did vote and everyone said ki no, we're not interested. So that tells me that, I mean, at least my followers are not as interested in this. And to be honest, I haven't even seen much people talk about it. So I guess this is going to be kind of a like flop when it comes to the Plum products that they have. And again, they have a great lineup, so I feel like one flop is not going to affect them way too much. But yeah, talking about Plum launches, we have one more. So after they launched the face oils, they also launched another foaming face wash. I feel like since the past 4 or 5 videos that I have done in this particular series, every single time I have a face wash to talk about, and this time it's the Salicylic acid foaming face wash again by Plum, and no one voted again, so that tells me no one is interested in this. And if you have not heard this already, I'm not into foaming face washes. I feel like every single video I say the same thing. So if you have been watching these videos consistently, you should have just expected me to say this. No foaming face wash is going to change my mind. None of them. So many brands have come out with it, and every single time I have said I am not into it. So let's just move on. And because this video is getting longer, I just want to talk about one last launch, and then we will end the video. And we still have more things which I will cover in next time's video, but next month's video basically. So the last launch we have to talk about is by Nykaa, and it's a part of the Skin RX line. So I knew that when they came out with the vitamin C moisturizers and the niacinamide moisturizers, they are probably going to come out with more. And to extend the line, they now have 4 different types of hyaluronic acid moisturizers. They have 2 that come in the pump bottle, 2 that come in the tub packaging. One is like, out of the 2 ones that come in the pump, one is for oily skin, the other is for dry skin. And similarly, even with the 2 moisturizers in the tub, there is one that is meant for oily skin, the other that is meant for dry skin. So they came out with like 4 different types of moisturizers. And I have said this in the past for the vitamin C and the niacinamide one, so I'm going to say it again. I personally feel like the the pump wala moisturizer that is meant for dry skin, I might like. The oily skin one, I know I'm not gonna like. And the tub moisturizers, I am kind of interested to see what the texture is like, and I do want to talk about them, whether they're worth it or not. So I might probably get it just to try it out, just for like review purposes and to see. So yeah, I might get it if I'm being honest. But yeah, when you guys like voted, there was only one person who actually voted, so that tells me a lot of people are over the Skin RX launches. But the one person that did vote said that they were also into it, so I don't feel as excluded. And yeah, I want to like try them out review them and see if people are into it, if people actually find the review helpful. Then I might actually end up getting more and review all of them for you. So yeah, that is that. Those are all the launches that we're going to talk about in today's video. The video is clearly getting longer and my throat is getting drier and drier, so we're gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope that this video was fun to watch and we got to discuss some new launches. Definitely make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know which of these you're interested in, which of them you're not interested in. It's totally fine. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'm gonna end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the notification bell, because that way you will get to know every single time I post a new video, which is now 4 times a week. So yeah, you're getting way more uploads every single week as you were earlier. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.